Yo, what it do, what it don't, what it is, what it isn't. You already know what this is. This is Once We're Not Saying, magazine dedicated to shit that I'm into, the end. I'm your host, P-Fire, aka Phoenix the Fireboy, and this is another episode of whatever the fuck I wanna talk about. My beautiful people, gang, people, them, what's good? It's been a while. It's been a little while since I did whatever the fuck I want to talk about, right? Yeah, I got used to being outside and filming outside and, sort of enjoying the beautiful weather that we had this year. And now, obviously, it's pissing down, so, I'm being forced back in. But I'm due one of these anyway, so it's just about time that I do this. I got a few things that I need to do to camera. Subscriber shout outs, a little review of the year, whatever the fuck I want to talk about, a bit of stuff, a bit of this, a bit of that. So I think I've taken about a month off, gang. But anyway, I'm back. Let's get straight into it. This is another episode of whatever the fuck I want to talk about. And on today's episode of whatever the fuck I want to talk about, I want to talk about your year in review. So, we're almost at December 31st, and that's another year, another cycle around the sun completed. Or is it another cycle around the earth? I'm a little bit of an ignoramus, so excusez-moi s'il vous plaît. Yeah, I know it's around the earth, but anyway, guys, yeah, so it's a good time to take our year into review. What were our successes? What were our failures? And what did we learn from our successes? And what did we learn from our failures? If like me, you've had a pretty, I guess, steady year with some really nice highs and some really low lows, that will be the majority of us, then let's make sure that we're taking the learnings from both of those situations, from the successes. What did we do well that got us those successes? What were the things we put into place that allowed us to garner those successes? And again, with our failures should always be a learning curve. They should never be a stick to beat yourself with. They should be a learning curve. What did we learn from these things here? What was it that we did wrong, or what was it that we didn't do well enough, and how can we adjust the adjust the lens and sort of get ourselves in better focus? So yeah, it's just a thing to look back on how our year has been, whether it be with work, whether it would be with outside of work pursuits, which should really they say outside of work pursuits, it should really just be your life pursuits. We shouldn't have work and then outside of work, because work takes up a big chunk of our life, and of course that is the trap that they've set for us. 8 hours of your day, and then you're too tired to do anything that you would really want to fulfill yourself. Not always the case, but you get the picture I'm trying to paint. So yeah, whether it was in work, whether it was your pursuits in life, whether it was goals that you set, whether it was with your relationship or relationships that you wanted, what are the things that you managed to tick off, and how do you feel about that? Are you allowing yourself to praise yourself for the things that you've done well, and for sort of getting through another year and being a good person? You've got to give yourself that, hand clap and say, well done, because what we do is we go through these years, and sometimes people don't give us the praise that we, might seek, or that we might want deep down inside. So we have to always make sure that we're not basing our valuation on someone else's praise. It's nice to have, but the praise should come from inside. So make sure you look after yourself, praise yourself, clap for yourself, and say, okay, you did this well, you've got through another year, you've ticked these things off. What's the plan for next year? Let's go and go forward. And again, it doesn't have to be, hey, you've got to be this and you've got to be, it's not really about that. It's just about being happy within yourself, knowing that the path that you want to be on, not that you're forced to be on or you feel that you're trapped in, is the path that you're working on. And as long as that's the case, it could be that you just want to be the best teacher ever, it could be that you want to be the richest person on earth. Whatever it is, just make sure that you take your time to clap for yourself, review what it is you've done, and just keep pushing forward. And the goal is every year we get better. Guys, I hope that wasn't too deep for a Monday day, but I'm sure it wasn't. But mad love to you guys, man. As always, you already know what it is. This is Once We're Not Saying, magazine dedicated to shit that I'm into. I'm your host, P-Fire, aka P is for Preach, P, Preach. And this has been another episode, whatever the fuck I want to talk about. Gang, stay dope, stay fly, and I'm gonna catch you on the flip side. Mad love, good to see you. Peace.